Alright guys, this is Tech Back. I'm going to be coming at you with another gameplay video today. I'm going to be going in the Ebon Jaguar. This is honestly one of my favorite heavy mechs. I love the speed, I love the firepower that it offers. I love the way it looks more than anything. It looks awesome. Now, what I'm running in it is a Ultra AC-20 in the right torso, two small lasers in the right arm, another small laser in the left torso with two medium pulses. These are the medium pulses and the AC-20 are my main points of damage. The small lasers, if anybody ever gets close enough for me to be able to use them, really. And I'm running a bunch of heat sinks just because there's a lot of heat coming from all these lasers, especially if they're firing all at the same time. Now, this is a 65-ton mech. It's a heavy class, but it's pretty light for a heavy. 81 kilometers an hour is really good. I'm running an XL 325 engine. Now, heat mitigation is 1.31. Now I'm going to get into a game and see how things go. Alright, we're getting into a game. This is Assault on HBK Manifold. It's a space map, really. It's really, really cool. It's got very unique sound effects for this map just because it is in space. The gravity is really low and the heat is pretty much non-existent. I believe this map is negative 11 degrees centigrade, which means that you can fire your lasers all day long and it won't overheat. And why can't I make it over this stupid hill? Now this is Assault, which means that we have two bases, one on our allies, one on our enemies. You can see the blue star and the red star. The point of this map is to either capture the enemy base, defend our own, and while defending our own base, or we can destroy all enemy mechs. Now this is a 12 on 12, just like every other map. And you can see, because I traveled 81 kilometers an hour, I might be bulky. As you can see, I'm pretty wide. And whenever I do this, you can see how there's no sound, because this is, in fact, in space. I might be bulky, but I am pretty quick for such a bulky mech. Now, I believe my arm got hit with a PBC, which deals a crap ton of damage. I am moderately armored, not very heavily armored. That's more for an Assault, and Shrike 32 seems to have overheated himself. So that was an easy kill. Alright, let's go and do this then, I guess. Alright, now what I'm going to be trying to do is hold back, let my allies sort of go forward, potentially try to get behind them, which I think I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to go over into C5, hit B, and you can see this is what the map looks like. Let this enforcer go first, see if he can't spot anybody before I sort of go in behind him. I want him to be taking brunt of the damage, even though he is actually, I believe the enforcer is a light mech, because I don't want to die. So I'm going to let my ally try to take most of that damage for me. I'm just going to keep going around. Ah, here we go.
Target acquired.
Now I can just deal a lot of damage to this guy while I'm right in his face.
Target destroyed.
There we go, I got that kill pretty easily. He really wasn't paying attention behind him. I was able to get a full salvo off on him, which shredded his entire back armor and allowed me to just steamroll over him. Me and my allies, we sort of just ganged right up on him. I'm going to go and start moving towards the enemy base so I can start attempting to cap that. Now while I'm capping it, it's going to draw a lot of attention my way. One of the biggest challenges of this map is the fact that there's no sound outside of your suit, which means if you're getting hit, you really don't hear it. You really have to pay attention to your little guy in the corner to see how much damage you're taking and where you're taking it from. And managing that is incredibly important, especially on this map. That being said, this is an incredibly fun map. It's really unique. I mean, just look at this. It's space. You're literally in space. That's awesome. There's no atmosphere here. There's very little gravity. It's just a really cool, fun map. Now that I've made it to the enemy's base, I can start capping it. There's nobody around. and they have to come around those corners. Now the downside to this is I'm really exposed whenever I start doing this.
Enemy base is being
As
captured.
you can see, like, there's nowhere for me to run, which means I have to fight my way if I'm going to stop them from killing me. It's probably going to be light mechs that reach me first, if anybody reaches me.
Enemy base is being captured.
Which is good, because light mechs don't really do a lot of damage, and I can take them out really quickly. Again, I have to pay a lot of attention to my surroundings on this map, just because I can't actually hear anything.
Enemy base is being captured.
They haven't really actively sent anybody back. They've only got, yeah, they're all almost dead. All that's really left is the light mechs, and all three of them are there. So I really have no worries about this. I can just sit here and keep capping.
Enemy base is being captured.
But as you can see, the heavy mech can take a lot more damage than the light mech. That PPC would have completely blown off that light mech's arm. It would have been completely gone. Mine, it went into the orange, and it was fine. I was able to continue on. Yep, this game's over.
Acquired. Enemy
That's
base
the last
is being
one. It's just an
captured.
executioner. He's going to go down. Yeah, this basically turned into a massive bloodbath. Yeah, he's almost dead. And whenever that
Target
happens,
destroyed.
game over. Sorry I couldn't show you any more gameplay footage of me taking more mechs out, but this is what was available to me at the time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.